I think I mixed the two together. Oh, Alex, it's been a couple weeks,
a little while, hey?
Since we haven't done an episode because you ran off to try to go play Mr. Employee of
the month.
That's
me. I wish.
You. And another episode of Playing the Artists, a not so weekly web show where we just talk about. Let's be honest. This is just for us to make sure we keep each other in check and try to like also break each other down. I find you try to break down or like push things on me, and I try to break things down or push things on you. Yeah, it's it's a big kind of like I don't know. It's just like a support group that's just me and you. Pretty much, yeah. Because when you're doing your own thing, it's not like you have a manager telling you what to do and how you can perform better. You just got your friends, but you don't even have to listen to your friends. That's true. You can just forget about it a second later and go about your business. That's true, but it's in your face more, right? Because I remember you were hounding on me to make a Kickstarter video. Oh, what's that? Like, I'll just have stills, and then you're like, no, you got to make a video. I was like, oh, okay. Wow, there've been 1,000 things like that, 1,000 of them. Hopefully there's more too. Yeah, I saw your recent Kickstarter update with the elevated pathways with the big stylized cracks going through them. Looks pretty cool. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. I think that's going to be a big selling point for the Kickstarter is the platforms, because people do love their elevation. They love their elevation. Oh yeah, and their platforming. When you think about most of those dungeons you see, if you're like an archer, it's probably way less fun, because you're just shooting in a linear direction or something. Right? Yeah, like you're just shooting down a hallway or whatever. But now, like with yours, you can shoot down, and somebody could hide under something, and it would make it. I mean, it's just a whole nother axis to play with. Yeah. So anyway, I'm stoked. Can't wait to see a dungeon or see a whatever. So, can you tell me? I can tell you all kinds of things. How did your? I'm gonna say it. How did your meetings go? How did your interviews go? Oh, didn't I tell you? No. Oh. But I know. But I want you to say it out loud. Oh, okay. I'm actually not supposed to talk about it yet. But. Fuck. Okay. Be that person. Yeah, but it went well. Went really well. That's good. Well, I already know the outcome, so it is what it is. Yeah, that's okay. I got lots to talk about. I think besides, my day job status, which is I think the most, like if we're on here, if our goal is to like give advice to artists, I think of getting a job in the industry and then applying for jobs is like it's kind of the most trodden path that there's the most resources for. That's like your expected route that you're going to take. Like that's what's laid out for you already. Basically, as soon as you go to school, you're on that path. All you have to do is just work hard and, not burn bridges at that point, and you'll be okay. But I'm really good at that, burning bridges, like unintentionally. Yeah. I'm really good at that. Just I rub people the wrong way sometimes. I was listening to a video from Jordan Peterson, I think, or some guy. Maybe it was the other guy. But it was just saying about the guy at work who chats with all his coworkers too much. That's me. And how that's like somebody who's like, I don't know, hasn't mastered has mastered his persona, but hasn't mastered his ego, something like that. Some level of self-awareness. Persona, but not my ego. I would say I would call bullshit on that. I would say I was a person that did not master his persona and did not master his ego. Oh, okay. Maybe that's what it is. I would say more like that for me anyways. Because the persona is your layer, your veneer on top of everything. That's when you just meet your pleasantries. Yeah, persona is just it's kind of an act in a weird way. I feel like you're pretty good at that. Like you don't meet people and you're not like awkward like you don't have awkward first encounters with people, or do you still? Depends how you define awkward. Awkward could be kind of obnoxious sometimes. Well, I know no, that doesn't make any sense. That's obnoxious.
I just know
silly.
That, like for me, where I would fall short is like sometimes I'd meet somebody, especially in Alberta, like somebody who was like a real man, like a real like truck driver, or like I just don't know how to talk to them, like about
anything,
like mechanics and stuff. Yeah, it's like
you can hit them with one of these. You can hit them with one of these questions. You can be like, "Hey, are you a propane or a charcoal guy?"
Yeah.
And then they won't shut up. And then when they won't shut up for about 30 minutes.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. I just don't think to say that stuff because I'm really good at talking to people who we're into the same things, and I know that, and we can talk about those things. But
like Power Rangers and Transformers.
Yeah, exactly. They don't.
Unfortunately, your demographic is man nerds and children.
Yeah, that's right. People who don't want to grow up just yet. That's right. But you know what? I can't even talk to kids anymore. I don't even know what to say to children. It's like, you're a ridiculous little human. What do I do? What are you doing?
Don't you remember when you were a kid?
Yeah, I do.
Grown-ups, they seem so scary.
I thought grown-ups were stupid people.
Yeah, now you're a grown-up.
I would like watched Home Alone and I thought, man, kids are geniuses. Just assuming.
No,
you could do
absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know
where have you been up to?
Man, so much stuff. Well, this, I still haven't released everything for my Patreon this month. I'm still behind in that, and I usually shoot for the 15th, but it's like already the 20th. So I think I might be done by the 22nd, 23rd, something like that. But it's going to be, it's just it was just ambitious, I don't know. I'm just always biting off a little more than I can chew.
Stop that.
Well, it's like once I commit to doing it, I still have to, it's like, I'll just, do this I'll just do this part of the thing. I'll just put less effort into this part. But then when I get there, I'm like, oh no, I can't do that because it's like going to be late a week or so now. But when I look back at it in the future, I'm going to like, if I don't put up my all into it, then the whole month is a write-off. You know what I mean? The whole month is like, that content is not as usable in the future. And it's like, you might as well just deliver it like a week later. And with the quality that you're expecting, because it's like, it doesn't like, I don't know. I feel like these releases I'm getting better at doing it, even though I'm feature creeping myself a little bit. I haven't found that balance of like, you get better at something, so you get slightly faster at something. So then you can add a little bit more work to what you're doing and get it all done in the same amount of time. Sometimes I'm able to do that at perfect balance, but this month it was not the case. This month I was like, I think the work is a little better, but I was a lot more ambitious for how I don't think I've gotten too much faster now. I think my speed is capped, but I'm making better decisions for quality as I go, but I can't justify making 6 minis and like just illustrations with several characters in them. As far as unique sculpts go, there's really only 2. There's a horse, or I guess there's maybe 3 technically, I suppose. There's a horse, a horseman rider, and then a king horseman rider. But then I've posed them like several different ways, right? Yeah. There's the horse, and then there's 3 horse poses, and then there's 2 like the 2 individual guys not on a horse. So you can be the guys, or you can find the steed, and blah blah blah. But so there's 6 figures that need, like, what got me is they all need to have their gaps closed, which is kind of a process that is a surprise. Like sometimes you need to do it, sometimes you don't, depending on how you model the thing. And then having those files all processed, because it's like just the way I key the bases and prepare all the files takes time, and you can't really speed that time up. So if you're doing 6 minis, it just takes you 6 times longer than it used to take you. There's no way to like really, maybe like a couple minis can use the same base, like the same base cutouts if they have the same footprint, but a lot of them were different poses and only 2 of them could share the footprint. So it's like I had to export everything uniquely for this amount of models. I had to print test everything uniquely for 6 figures, and then also we got the resin machine this month. So we've been doing, actually mostly Sam has been doing the supports for that. She's so into it.
That's cool.
Because I've been doing community driven supports on my Patreon so that people just upload them as they go, which is great. But sometimes they'll like upload everything except for one figure. And then someone else is like, well, hey, where's this figure? And then you're like, well, I don't know.
But you know it's cool. You know it's cool now. You can offer in your storefront minis with your supports.
Yeah, it's going to be cool. Yeah, there's an art to it, but luckily, it's not hard to get a mini to be supported and print good with resin. But then there's like little subtleties that you can do to make the supports easier to remove and stuff, which I think will come in time. But it's really fun. Yeah, resin printing is like, you got to wear your mask and your PPE, and that's kind of weird, but the results are so crazy. It's like, and it's so fast, like getting a character done in like, 3 hours. It's pretty
especially for
you can get
something
4 or 5
small.
Yeah.
Well, if they're all the same, then you'll get, if it takes 3 hours for one and you print 5 of the same, it'll take the same amount of time.
Yeah, it's really cool. I think I'm gonna probably run out of resin soon. Actually, I've been
oh my god,
printing everything.
That's awesome.
Yeah, good problem to have. I bought like,
hey man, you gotta figure out how to get you gotta figure out how to get rid of that stuff now too.
Yeah, that's right. I'm thinking I'm gonna do a little bit of research, but I know that like you can take hazardous waste to the dump. There's like a place by the dump where you can just like drop batteries and all those kind of hazardous things, because you can operate in a way that's pretty clean and stuff, but there's still some like, what are you going to do with the bottle when you're done that still has residue inside, right? Like you gotta and like, I don't know, there's little, like you wipe something up with a paper towel and like, okay, there's resin on that paper towel now, so do I cure the paper towel? Like little things like that are weird that you got to figure out. But yeah, that's it's not as scary as I thought it would be. Or maybe it is. But
that's good. You got the resin printer, and I'm sure that will open up a bunch of new different doors and opportunities and experiences.
Yeah. That's right. Here, let me show you one other thing that I did recently. I've got this. This guy.
Oh my god! Look at that! It's an actual fucking case.
I prototyped it.
Dude, take them out. Let me see them. Oh wow!
I'm still gonna do some.
Look at that.
I'm still gonna do some. I don't know, a little bit more. I'm gonna do a couple more prototypes. Well, yeah, the backs are. They've got like the descriptions on them, so there's like. Ugh. That's not how we do it. So everything's backwards.
That's cool. That's awesome. Love it.
Fail. Anyway, so I ordered actually more than one. So I'm gonna give some away.
Are you gonna try out like smoothness and stuff like that? Like, are you gonna like go with like a different type of?
Yeah, I think I might. I think I might try a different texture next time, because these are like photo gloss. I thought it would be more like a deck of cards, like when you get a playing card deck. Like, I don't know. They're like they're like smooth, but they're not like they're
not as reflective,
glossy mirror. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna see what other options there are and play around with it a little bit.
Oh, cool.
It doesn't really
crazy, man. You're doing all these crazy shit, and I'm just in the background, just moving
away,
moving verts around.
Dude, I know. That's why I want to do a Kickstarter. That's why I would like to someday transition to Kickstarters instead of Patreon, because I feel like you can just focus a little bit more for a longer period of time.
Well, you got to remember your situation too, dude. You have a full-time job. You're running this Patreon. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, like if I'm doing, if I was just doing a Kickstarter in the background, man, I'd never finish. I would never, ever, I'd be like, and because there's no like immediate deadlines, I'd never say, no, sorry guys, can't hang out. I need to do this. I need to make it, these important steps, like this progress. I would just say, oh, I've got time. I don't have a start date to my Kickstarter. I don't, you know what I mean? Like
that's why you set yours. That's why you set it up.
The goal is so far away, and you can push it back at any time. It's like
this is the thing. Try to stick as close as possible, and then if you do need to push it, then push it. But
yeah,
try to stick to it as possible. Then it will get done.
No, I don't know. I know myself.
Are you trying to talk yourself out of like not doing this full time?
No. If I was doing this full time, it would be a different story. What I'm saying is like, if I was like right now, like if I was juggling my spare time against a project that has no deadline.
Well, this is what you do.
I'd be pulling from the project way more.
No. This is what you would do. You would announce it. You'd make the Kickstarter page and all that stuff, and you're like, oh, I'll announce it this time. It'll go live.
Yeah.
And then when that's on there, there's people that are starting to be like, oh man, can't wait for date such and such because for the Kickstarter, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then there's people that are relying on you when you put that fucking date in stone.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? And then also you like advertise about it on your like socials and like Reddit and stuff like that. And people are like, oh, cool. And they start following the Kickstarter page, asking questions. Mm-hmm. And it's like, well, you better fucking deliver now. Right?
Yeah.
Because the people are wondering.
Yep.
So there's always that.
Do you have a date? Did you do that yet? Do you have a date out there?
No, I haven't announced it yet because I still have so much work to do.
Oh, because you need just enough to show people kind of what it's going to be.
Yeah, right? Which I don't have.
Even for the landing page, right? Like it needs to be. You don't have to be done necessarily to start a landing page, but you need to be able to communicate that it's going to be this thing someday.
Yeah. No. I should be printing more. I haven't been printing. I should be printing more. And what I'm actually going to do, I got a couple of things I want to ZBrush before I do this. I want to make a promo model for the Kickstarter. So that means I got to have the Kickstarter page up and running, like not like ready to go, just the landing page, the follow page, right?
Yeah.
Then also on top of that, make a model to, lead people to that page before I head out to Saskatchewan for the holidays.
Mm.
So I want to do that. I want to get that done, up and running for the month of November. And then that will be like the first like little push towards like, being like, oh, it's coming kind of thing.
So sorry, November you said?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And have that up. You got something in your eyes there, bud? You've been
They're watering. Like I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm always tired.
You're always tired. Yeah. So I'm doing a small promo model and also, just another nice thank you to it's another excuse for me to send, free stuff to all my subscribers on MailChimp, on in a newsletter to remind people that I'm still alive and I'm doing things.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's what I say. Oh, also, I have a great idea, and I think it's a good idea, and I think it's going to help out a great amount for time-wise for the Kickstarter. So since I'm going to be going to Saskatchewan, and my laptop, it's not that strong, and the models I'm dealing with are sometimes like millions and millions of tries,
Mm-hmm.
I think what I'm going to do for that month is I'm just going to do a block out for like get all the stuff like prepared for ZBrush that month. And I think that'll be good, because then after that, then it's just like busy work, right? Then it's just like making stuff broken and cracks and like, edges and things that have to be, blended in and blah blah and stuff. And
yeah,
I think that'll be good for me.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Just all, because then if I get everything blocked out, then it's just like, well, I just gotta put the hours in now, and get all this, because like a lot of the work, a big part, I would say 50% of the work is like coming up and like designing these models, right? Because I want the models to have no supports, right? I want the models to be cool and fit the theme and stuff. So there's a lot of kind of like, I have an initial idea, and there's a moment of kind of play where I'm kind of like pushing things together and be like, oh, this would be a cool idea. I'm like, okay. And then from that, like other things grow, right? Other pieces and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I think I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. That.
It's a great idea
for the holidays.
You should be able to model no problem in Maya on a laptop, I would think.
Oh yeah, most definitely. That's what I did. That's what I did last year.
Yeah.
The only downfall is that I don't have a second monitor for like reference.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also the computers. My laptop screen is much smaller than like my regular two shitty monitors here.
Yeah.
And plus, it's a laptop, right? So like you're kind of like in a weird position, like your shoulders are scrunched and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So it's not as comfortable as my setup that I have here that I enjoy. So just minor inconvenience, but I'm sure after like a week I'll get used to it. And yeah,
that's
about it.
Yeah, it'll be fine, I think. You can always put reference on your phone and just kind of whatever.
Last time it was like literally like this small. It was just like a sliver of reference, like just peeking out, just so I could see it.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
On my computer screen, just minimized it, super tiny.
Or if I don't know, it's kind of annoying, but you could like just make the reference like a texture and put it in your Maya scene on like a.
Yeah, that's right. I could do that. But
it's a little setup work to do.
Yeah,
I would probably just use your phone, or maybe your parents have a tablet or something like that. Although they're probably playing Candy Crush on it all day. So
my parents don't do that.
No? Oh.
No. Yeah, I could just use my phone, I guess, but I think I'll be fine. I'll figure it out. God damn it, I'll figure it out.
God damn it.
But yeah, what I really need to do is I gotta like print out. I actually have to buy more filament. I have to print out all this shit. Like that should be the goal, actually, is like print out all this shit and at least get it all primed and ready to be painted before I head out for the holidays.
That's cool. So you're going to come back and you're going to be like, oh, I just have to paint and sculpt, and it's going to be like, that's the fun work, right? In a way. You don't think so?
It's fun, but it takes a lot of fucking time, man.
It's the least technical of the work that you'll probably be doing. I don't know. I guess your comfort zone is in Maya, maybe. So
no, well, I like the creation part. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I like kind of like blocking the piece out and like kind of like giving it life, right? And like, and in a way, it's already done, but then you got to put the fucking the spice on it, right? You got to put the Zbrush, right? You got to make it look nice, right? Mm-hmm. You don't want some plain fucking looking like models and no character and stuff. You want broken shit. You want some rubble and you want some cracks and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Stuff that's like it's been old and it's been worn out and it's been lived on.
Yeah.
So,
especially if there's old wizards on there.
Old wizards on there. That's right.
Wizards don't maintain shit, man.
Yeah. No. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now in this Kickstarter. But then after on top of that, I have to do like the photo shoot. I have to take a bunch of like cool stills and like, and I gotta get a mat. I gotta get a new mat. So I have to find one of those that will
New
fit.
mat.
Yeah, a new mat. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, like a war game kind of mat, or like a big yeah, I think I know what you mean. Is that what it was called?
Yeah, it could be a war game, but it doesn't necessarily have to be used for wargaming, right?
Oh yeah. Are you like a
I just need
tiles,
something.
or?
I just need something to match kind of like my color palette, and not necessarily my color palette, but just something that will match the tone of the models. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So probably something kind of like not deserty, but like almost like
Oh really?
like dark rubbly kind of, dirt mud kind of thing.
Oh,
Sure, I can find, but I'll have to do that because that's super important because I don't want to reuse the other one because that's sci-fi.
Okay.
Here. Yeah, man. What are you? What about you?
Well, I don't know. What
You're
about
gonna
me?
have the holidays off, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool.
I'll have time off.
What are you gonna do with that time off?
I don't know. I don't know yet. I think I'm going to stay here because
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really like traveling in the wintertime. It's kind of not fun.
Are you gonna have a Chinese Christmas?
Probably to some degree. Yeah, I'll probably see Sam's family, have
Cool.
a dinner or so.
That's gonna be nice. You're gonna have a bunch of awesome food and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's always good. The food's always great. Yeah. I don't know. I think Gavin is leaving, so I might be watching his cats. Can't remember. He asked me if I was going anywhere though, which usually when we ask each other, it means we're looking for a cat sitter. So
Yeah.
but yeah, I think I'm not going to travel to see my folks or anything until like more like the springtime. I always just prefer that because then, if I want to if I want to go see my dad, I got to rent a car and stuff because he lives out in the sticks. And
Okay.
and my mom they live in Alberta and it's just so snowy there. I can like if I'm flying, I'll go see them, but yeah, I don't know. This year, I just wasn't sure what was going on, so
Yeah.
I decided to just stick around. But what are
Good.
you gonna do? I might maybe I don't know. We'll see how this pandemic, shapes up. I wouldn't mind hosting a little bit of a dinner. That would be cool. Wasn't able to, we didn't really do a Thanksgiving dinner like we did last year and stuff, which I enjoyed, but so maybe Christmas time will be better. I don't know, but like still some of my friends are kind of
Antsy.
really distancing themselves. Yeah, there's still a bit of kind of COVID, the respect for COVID happening, which is totally legit. So, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah.
Okay. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, let's not do the show on December.
While you're out.
Yeah, I don't want to do it.
Okay, that's cool. You know what I think? I feel like we got more to say when we do it less. And
I don't
no
know.
one's watching.
I'm about of course. I just think this is an excuse for us to just bat our ideas that are rambling around our heads to each other because we would do this regardless, face to face. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and it would be very rare, right?
Yeah. Well, we were doing it about once a week before.
Nah.
You know what, man? Like, I feel like we get together, we share ideas, where we're going, what we're doing, what we're thinking, what we learned. But then some weeks we've like already shared all that stuff, and then we just get into like critiquing each other. I feel like run out of things to say. Well, it's like, well, you should be doing this. Oh well, then you should be doing that. And
you should get a MailChimp.
Oh, you should get a Facebook page.
Oh fuck, I know, right? Jesus Christ.
I've been waiting. I've been holding that card in for a long time.
I can't. I have to fucking. I would have. You know what I would have to do?
Sorry, what?
I can't.
Oh, my headset is like freaking out. What was that?
I said I can't. Are you doing a bit right now? Is that what you're doing?
Oh, sounds like excuses. I think I heard excuses, but I don't know. My headset's out.
If I would, okay, this is how I could get my a Facebook page, because right now Facebook thinks I'm a fake account, a fake person, a person that's like trying to imitate somebody. I would have to get a bunch of people to like vouch for me and say like, hey, this person's actually a real person. You should give him his Facebook account back.
So like we'd have to email Facebook and say we know this guy. And
yeah, or something. I have no idea. Because I've tried to message Facebook, and zero reply many times. I don't know. Maybe I need to like say like, hey, I'm a new business owner and I want to start running Facebook ads.
Yeah.
You know, and try to be like, hey, I want to give you money. Could you please let me have an account?
Mm-hmm.
So
that's a good approach.
Maybe. But I don't know who to fucking contact for any of that bullshit, because like it's a fucking void of just like whatever over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nobody answers anything. I think there's just so many people on the platform that like to answer.
Yeah, they get probably fucking bazillion whatever, and the only way for like something to get people's attention at Facebook or YouTube for that matter, or any other social thing, is it has to be like an outcry of many people saying like, hey, this over here, you got to fix this or something.
Okay, the artist listeners will storm Facebook on Twitter.
Did you say listeners?
No, I don't know. You think they're watching us? No. If I was listening to us, I would minimize it and then go about my business. Put something else up on the screen, like a picture.
I don't know. But well, who knows? Maybe I won't need fucking Facebook, because this time around, I'm going to ask my mini factory to help with promoting the Kickstarter page, right? And also, there's this Instagram page I follow, and they're called Tiny Furniture. They're a Russian-based company, and they do resin casts, they do resin casts of like tiny little furniture, and they also like paint it, like it's all hand painted, and it all looks great too. They also do some characters too, and the stuff looks amazing. And they do this little side hustle promotion thing. So for $100 American, they'll help promote. They'll help promote your Kickstarter page or whatever, promote whatever on their Instagram page, and they have over 28,000 followers. You know what I mean? And it's all and they've done Kickstarters before, and they've done 3D printable Kickstarters before, and also it's like a thing.
That's cool. That's cool.
So I'm gonna try that out as well and see if that works.
I'm gonna help. I'll share and
please
make the posts, of course.
Please, and thank you. Great.
Yeah.
I would actually want one of your fucking one of your new models, one of your horsies, one of your knights. I would like one of those models, digitalize, and also some skeletons, digitalize.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because you're doing a lot digital still. Yeah. I'll just send you everything I got. I'll just send you a zip with all the. You like the bases on them, right? Or do you not like the bases?
Bases, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Bases, please.
You'll find that my bases are kind of like, I really try to like make them in the 1 inch or whatever, but some of these poses are so weird that like the bases, I just have to make them an awkward size. So anyway,
you can make the bases the same size, but then make it if the pose, if his leg is more out kind of thing, you could put some stone or something, right? And his legs on the stone that's kind of out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna totally change my bases pretty soon, like the way I'm doing it. Yeah, I'm gonna try and I think I'm just gonna make unique bases or something. It's just too annoying right now. And half the people don't. They just use whatever base, which is kind of why I did it, because it's like I know people really like to customize bases. And when I gave Randy my mini, I really liked the work he did. Adding all the grass and like all that like stuff. I don't know, just like the modeling terrain kind of addition stuff that you can't really sculpt that in or whatever. I thought that was really cool. So, but I don't know. It's just I got to change something. It's too much of a pain in the ass right now. So anyway, yeah.
You'll figure it out.
But yeah, I'll hand you those. I'll send you a zip location. I'll send you location.
Thank you.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind some of your terrains either to like stage some of our. I don't know if you've done any print tests of some of your latest ramps and stuff. No, maybe after you paint them and you're done with them.
Got some walls.
I'll take
that.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. And then I could take some actual real photos of things.
Cool.
Yeah.
So what's planned for your week? This week?
I gotta just upload the last few items for my remaining tiers, and then take a wee break, a wee exhale. Yeah. And then I think, I don't know, there's lots of little things to do. I on the topic of advertising, there's this, it's called Source Book, Wargaming something, tabletop Source Book. You've heard of that? Yeah, I bought an ad spot for that for $5. So I'm going to prepare. Well, when you buy an ad, you get a free, you buy a full page, you get a free half page. So I'm going to take what I did last.
I'm definitely going to do that for my Kickstarter then.
Yeah.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah. So I'm going to send him some stuff. I'm pretty excited about it. I don't know why. It's so stupid, but maybe it'll help. Last time it didn't help. I put a code on it last time, like use this code on the web store, and then it didn't generate anything. So, but I think it's just getting your visibility out there.
Yeah, I would say just make sure to put your name. Like, make sure your name's out there full. You know what I mean? It's like for me, like Forbidden Prince, and for you, Tiger Skull RPG, like the name. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's on there for sure.
Okay. Is it clear?
The Patreon's on there.
Okay.
That's the thing too. You never know. You don't know where the patrons are coming from. I mean, I think there's like Google tracking. I could look into it, but I just never take the time to do it.
Take the time.
Yeah, I should.
Take the time.
Yeah, I should. But yeah, promoting is a lot of work, and yeah, that's when you're behind on your release. It's just sort of like the seat of my pants. Just post this. I'll just share that. Just like put it out there. Something, whatever. But you got to do the work, man. If you do nothing else, you got to do the work. You got to get your work done.
Yeah, it's true. But at the end of the day, you got to make sure that people see it. People understand what you're up to.
Yeah.
Because you have to.
Yeah, I can't rely on the.
You got to make money. You got to make money.
Yeah. Well, you do. But I'm not really even focused on the money right now. Like you should be. Because that's how you buy your eggs and your bread. You pay your rent.
Focusing on the money is focusing on the work, but there's going to be a certain time where it's like work's done. Now it's time to tell the story and like to get people interested.
Mm-hmm. Well, work's not done. Work's not done.
No, it's
not done yet.
No, it's not done.
Yeah. What are you looking at there? I can see a
Stuff,
reflection in your glasses.
stuff that's a lot more interesting than your conversation.
Yeah.
I just had ArtStation open. Yeah. Well, this is the part where Alex asks me, "What are you doing with your week?" But he seems not to never do that. He just keeps rambling about himself. Alex?
Yeah. Well, you ask me about my week, and then you go scroll ArtStation.
Okay, you got me there. You got me there.
Okay, what are you doing, man? What's your week up
to? Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, nothing. I just
no.
you to ask.
No, just working on those stretch. Oh yeah, I didn't tell you this, but all my core set models are done.
Okay.
All the core models for like the basic like pack and like what I'm showing off, like what people can expect.
Your first
it's all done. Cool. Now it's just gravy. Now I'm just working on all the stretch goals.
Okay. How many models is that? Just out of curiosity.
I didn't count. Okay. Hang on. I could probably do it right now. So that's 7 plus 16.
Whoa.
Plus 2. Plus 16. No, 17. Plus another 2. Plus another 7. Plus another 7. So whatever that is.
That's quite a few. That's got to be over 50 models.
Maybe, yeah, something like that. So yeah,
cool.
I got all those models.
Wow.
And I got a bunch of I got a shit ton more to make. So yeah.
Crazy. Yeah. That's cool. That's good. I mean, I think your core set should have no less than 30 models. I feel like that's the minimum that I've seen on Kickstarter when I look at those kind of big 3D printing or even physical, miniature.
Yeah, and I got 6 stretch goals already done. So
cool.
Yeah. So now I'm just like, well, right now I got a couple more that are like kind of small in between models, but the next one I'm working on is a piece of a bigger model. So I have this one altar thing with it's like a Skeleman kind of dude, and he has his hands out like this, and there's like a bowl, a bowl or whatever, and he's kind of standing up, and he has his skull, and you kind of see it's kind of artistic in a way, you know what I mean? Where it's like it's not just a skeleton, it's like kind of like this weird kind of deity, demon skeleton thing that's like kind of carved out of stone, I guess. That's and and that piece will be like a stretch goal, right? But then also I was thinking I want to make this kind of in my head I want to make this piece where there's like 2 staircases and it goes up, and then there's kind of like a platform with a little bit of like a circle or like an octagon. Mm-hmm. I was like, that'd be a cool platform, but it's like, but what's the purpose of this platform of 2 stairways? You know what I mean? I just want to make stairways up to something, right?
Yeah.
Because it's cool. And I was like, oh, wait a second. I make this cool fucking deity skeleton man with his hands and the bowl, right? And make that as a piece where you can attach it to the staircase piece, and it'll like sit on top. So in a weird way, I'm like taking this big piece and kind of splitting it in half. So I have stretch goal, and then I have a big stretch goal that connects with that last stretch goal. So I'm kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone in a weird way. So I'm like kind of trying to be clever about it, where it's like there's this cool piece, but then that piece can be combined with this other cool piece, which makes a bigger piece, and that bigger piece, will be a larger stretch goal. So that's the way I'm going to be kind of layering this Kickstarter. So like a lot of like it'll start off with like all the low end stuff, which is kind of like a lot of one-off stuff that can be made, or it could be combined with like some of the stuff I already have. And then there will be like really like unique big, not necessarily big, but unique models. But then those unique models will be paired with other models that can make the thing even more unique and grand and big and whatnot. So
yeah,
that's my plan of attack of the week, I guess. But for the most part, I have 2 models already blocked out, and if I can get those 2 done, like finished, ready to be as an STL, that would be great for the week. And also, I will 3D print a lot more, to the point where I run myself insane. Like last Kickstarter.
Yeah.
That was fucking awful. It was fucking awful. I hated it so much.
The noise.
Yeah, the noise. And you're like, oh, I should try to get some sleep. And you're just kind of there. And it's like, bzz, bzz, and you hear kind of a, bzz, and you're like, oh, what? And you wake up and you go to the printer and you look at it. You're like, it's fine. Okay. Go back to kind of resting. And you hear just a, you know?
Yeah. That's right.
It's
because you want to catch it, because like, man, especially if you're printing something huge and like one layer goes awry and then you're making a spaghetti mess and you're like, I got to clean that up later. That's going to be fucking such a pain in the ass.
Yeah. And also if it does fuck up, you want to stop it, right? So you don't just waste filament as well.
Yeah.
And waste time as well too.
Oh yeah. Or you might get your filament head jammed as a result, which is the worst. I hate it when
that happened one time to me.
Oh, it happens to me. I don't know if it's because of the thin diameter or what, but if I fail a print and don't notice it right away, then there's a really good likelihood it's gonna just all get mucked up in there, and the filament is gonna like harden, like it's gonna back up and harden inside, and I have to take the whole extruder apart.
Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah, it sucks.
It does suck. It's not good. Not good. Yeah. Well, I think that's it for the show.
Okay.
I think 40 minutes is pretty good. We don't have to go crazy.
Is that all it was? Oh, okay.
46 minutes. Almost 50 minutes. You want to hang out this weekend? Look, we're talking about hanging out on the weekend.
Yeah, I think so.
We should watch Gremlins without Gavin.
What? Is Gavin busy?
Yeah, Gavin's gone this week. He's going places.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wonder if I have to watch his cats.
You definitely do. He's told me you have to.
Oh, okay. Let's go to Gavin's house.
Dude, yeah, let's crash at his place.
I don't know how to use his PC or anything.
Fuck it.
I know where he keeps his snacks though. I'm just kidding.
No, we could do Netflix. We just have to say, "Hey Google, search on Netflix, blah blah blah," and it'll fucking put it up.
Yeah.
I have Netflix. I'll find us something to watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Fuck his place up. Take shits there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know. Get to see Alex on the weekend. I haven't seen you for a long time, actually.
Yeah, it's been a while for sure.
But anyways, thanks for joining another episode of these two fucking hillbillies talking about making models for 3D printing and try to better their lives through their artwork.
Mm-hmm. Antoine, where can we find you?
Oh, I'm supposed to say the time, dude. I'm supposed to.
Oh, you are?
You can help support the show by leaving a like or a comment or subscribing, and we'll try to do every Tuesday, Pacific time, 8:00. But I'm not making any goddamn promises. This guy over here, especially, not making any promises.
Hell no.
Hell no. But yeah, and
we're gonna keep doing it though.
We're gonna keep doing it for the month. We're doing it for the month of November, but December we're gonna take a break because last time we did a couple episodes in December, but then you were like, later, peace out.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. But Alex, you can find me. I was supposed to say Alex, where can we find you? But whatever, I'm gonna say me. I'm gonna say me. I'm going first. You can find me on the socials, on the Instagrams and the tweets. It's not really the tweets, but more on the Instagrams. And want to, if you have a home 3D printer and you want to print some cool shit, you can find on My Mini Factory or Thingiverse some free models. You just need to search Forbidden Prints. Prints in as printing press. Mm-hmm. Forbidden Prints. Anyways, Alex, where can we find you?
Yeah, you can find me on the Instagrams as well. Tiger Skull RPG, all one word.
Yeah.
Yeah. As well as Facebook. Just Google it, explore, have some fun, see what you
some
discover. I don't know. Instagram is a great place, though. I try to keep a real regular feed.
You're on the TikToks too, eh?
Nah, a little bit. I haven't made a TikTok in a long time. We tried it.
I know how you can make a cool TikTok.
Yeah?
I'll talk about it. I'll talk about it when we watch Gremlins.
Next week on Playing the
Next
Artist.
week's on Playing the Artist. Will, Alex, make a TikTok. Antoine, will you actually 3D print something and shave your neck beard? An episode of Shaving the Neck Beard.
That's right.
Okay, Alex. You have a good week.
Yes,
Or
you too.
Have a good 3 days, I guess, because we'll hang out. We'll hang out soon. All right. Ciao.
Ciao.